Top Franchise Owner Conference.
Merge onto I-80 East, I-94 East.
So she says she's going to, her flight's free because she has to go to Indiana for some IHOP conference.
Oh, for Riot Fest.
So yeah, for Riot Fest, yeah. So that's a score.
Did she realize that Riot Fest is a week later this year?
I would assume she checks the dates. Someone's gonna check the dates, yeah. She's not going by that. But she's not going by my birthday. She's going by what the date is, for sure.
Continue on I-94 East for 76 miles.
Crazy Kaplans. There's like a bunch of motels right there. Like, imagine people like taking a trip to stay the night to go to Crazy Kaplan's fireworks. Mr. Fuel. That's the name. The name again is Mr. Fuel. Looks like it's flashing through the lens. Forget about it. Fun, pull up a camper over there. And I think that's like a trailer park, right? People live there. Can't tell. How many unsubs do you think are there? Many unsubs? Portage, some water, facility. Bourbon coffee. Gotta wear the hat. Gotta wear the hat. Come here, moron. Say moron. Phantom fireworks. Ooh, what's this one? I think this is the one we went to, right? This one? This is the Phantom. This is someone else.
Shelton, what a boring ass name.
Shoreline Brewing has a South Shoreline like shield and colors and everything essentially. Did we go here? Stray Dog?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, we should look at all the signs. You're like, been there, been there, been there.
When was that Stray Dog? Is that that's in Michigan City? No.
New Buffalo.
New Buffalo. Oh, no, that's right. Sorry.
That's actually where, I think where we met my parents for Christmas. Didn't we meet them like around COVID-y or after COVID-y or something?
I wonder.
Something like that.
Take your rememberings over my own. Watch out there, buddy. Is this totes in your way? You're gonna look that way. New Buffalo. Check out New Buffalo. Maybe on the way back, but oh no, we can't on the way back. We're on time. One day. Been here? Go style? Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so we went to Stray Dog, and then we went to Beer Church and Ghost Island with my
Ah,
parents.
nice. That's right.
Or spring after COVID, because we didn't see them for Christmas, and we drove up here, and then they drove down from Michigan and met us.
Right. have to send that to Scott's goofy ass. Moo cows. Didn't the focus moo cows? Why are you not focusing? Yeah.
Welcome to Michigan.
Thank you.
Oh, with a little thing around there.
Oh. Buffalo. I really liked when we stayed at by the brewery. Remember that? By the
For your surprise trip,
the Travel America. Right? What's the brewery? Why am I blanking on it?
Greenbush.
Duh,
We
Greenbush.
stayed at like Motel 6.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought that was so much.
I was like,
that was so
we
like
left the Greenbush
different.
parking lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to go. And then we were like, pull in there.
That
We're
was
staying here. I was
awesome.
lucky because it was craptastic weather.
Yeah, that's what made it so like awesome. Like made it like that was a big part of it. Like
That's why
having
it's
to
like
drive
I knew
anywhere.
we could like drink it up at Greenbush.
That was so much fun. That was so much
A
fun.
mile or a tenth of a
Not
mile
even.
away.
That was great. Super awesome.
Yeah, that was a good trip.
Yeah.
Even despite the crazy Canada situation.
Oh,
We have a
yeah.
good story to tell.
Yeah, I tell it sometimes. You select few and the full story.
Yeah, we hit multiple because we stayed in a casino. We hit another casino in another country.
The brewery, and I remember having that chicken shawarma beer, whatever that was, where they throw an entire like Indian meal in the brew or something, and the next door Indian place.
I was on Untapped. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we went to like multiple breweries in another country.
I might not even have checked in there. It might have been during a period where I stopped checking into my beers.
Could have been. It might not
That's
even have
sad.
a name or anything. It's just a weird.
Yeah, but I could have added though.
name.
I was adding them back then. Round barn. I don't know. I know that's where he's from. Probably. Hopefully. That'd be pretty cool. Go back to your hometown, bookend things and whatnot. Uber driver told us the color of that blue. Remember? He got in his car. It was this color, the new blue. Yeah, like, was it midnight? No, it wasn't midnight. No, because obviously it's not midnight. But, I mean, not midnight. I forgot what it was called. Moonbeam or something with the moon, I feel.
Oh, maybe like lunar?
Huh?
Maybe lunar?
Maybe.
Doesn't sound right.
What was in Sawyer again?
Greenbush.
Greenbush. That's right. Swing Churchill. That's cool. Tribute to Queen.
Downtown, just to like, just to mix things up, I mean, obviously we're not going to be going on the strip constantly,
Right.
especially because like we're not going to be able to be gambling, obviously, like we're on vacation. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's things to do outside of like being on the strip, or I mean, definitely, obviously, outside of gambling. But even just at the strip alone, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of, especially if we, if we would have that hobby of having a channel, which would be a fun hobby to have, right? Then it's like really milking. It's really milking like being in Vegas. It's like, all right, but then
Right.
we literally can't like get it up in Vegas and.
Yeah, because then you could be like, then you could be like Pomsey because those two clearly live in Vegas, and then you can just go like once a month at a minimum, like go and stay at a different property just for one night, like on the cheapest night.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
then,
at the minimum.
Do a thing where it's just like, I booked the cheapest room at the blah 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 hotel, and then you do like a whole video that shows the room, that shows the features of the hotel. You have to eat at one of the restaurants in the hotel, just to show one property at a time.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, just that alone, just for the hobby and everything, all that alone would be like awesome. But man, obviously, just driving the other places. Oh my God, really just driving other places. Yeah, just
even going like from the Strip to Red Rock.
Oh my God.
Like we've been to Red Rock multiple times, but there's the area like kind of around Red Rock.
Right.
There's the Red Rock Casino.
Right,
and
right.
There's also like places we've never been to. Like I don't think we've ever really been to Mount Charleston. And of course we've never been to like Las Vegas. We've never been, it's not in the same state, but we've never been to Tahoe. We've never been to so many places around that area because there's just so much to do around there. And we're always so happy just to be in Vegas.
Yeah.
I remember I did like that, I can't remember the name of the bar. You said it was like, might have been like the oldest bar in Vegas, or oldest something, like Atomic Liquors.
Oh, yeah. Liquor store.
I think that was in the Arts District.
It was, yeah. It was like in the, it was, yeah. I'm picturing it right now, actually.
Yeah, I remember that area was kind of cool.
It was. I mean, we walked past that, like looked like an abandoned department store with like pieces of mannequins all horrifically displayed, but but maybe not intended to be creepy, maybe. Like you can tell if it was intentional or not. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Clear.
Like that was awesome. Oh my God. That would be, yeah, I mean, I'd be up for like hanging out even at bars again, which obviously we just don't do.
And there'd be a lot of places we would go to that are not on the Strip, and we would also know our favorite places that are on the Strip, the happy hours, and only go eat there during the happy hours. Otherwise, the restaurants are pretty much like similar prices to Chicago, and this is like you don't need to be spending that kind of money to go out to eat, but there's plenty of happy hours in places.
Right.
Even Cosmo, all their restaurants have happy hours.
Then again, every hour at Cosmo is a happy hour.
This is very
because
true.
You're always happy.
Very, very true.
Because Cosmo is the best.
And there's always Dave's Hot Chicken now.
Oh my God.
So we'd have to figure out the optimal situation to drive someplace near-ish the Strip to park for free and then walk.
Yeah.
Because even though places give locals a couple hours of free parking, that doesn't really do anything for you. What's a couple hours of parking? It takes you 10 minutes to get out of the parking garage.
Oh man, I wish my mom hadn't moved. Oh my God, I know she wishes she hadn't moved either.
And we could have lived with her for a while until we were finding a place
Oh God, yeah.
to rent.
Oh my God.
We would live with her.
Right, of course. Live for a while until we find a place to rent, and then we buy a place, you know what I mean?
But we should
Man.
I don't know, we should try to, maybe we should make a trip out there where it's, you are working, but then also we make a trip where we just actually don't even stay on the Strip, where we stay in some random hotel and then just look around places.
Yeah. It depends if we're staying over the weekend. Because, it's still pretty cheap paying resort fees only.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Depends on the, how we doing there? Water
that thing I just got 3 nights at what you call
Delano.
Delano.
Yeah.
At the hotel, as it used to be called.
Yeah, because that's in February, so it's not going to be warm, so it doesn't matter about a pool. It is very far away, though. Like, when we were at Mandalay Bay, I was like, ugh, man, we're so far away from everything.
Mm.
Like, that was kind of like, meh. I would almost rather just stay at, if you have three free nights at Park, I'd rather stay at Park.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean the rooms will be. Yeah, it does depend on the rooms to some point, but it's like unless you got balconies.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a kitchen, or like, I don't know. We'd have to see. But you're right. It looks like it's gonna be Park.
Yeah, and the Park two
Which is awesome.
beds
Yeah.
is a decent enough room. It's a good solid room.
Yeah.
You know, it's like basically the only place you're going to get 2 sinks is going to be at Cosmo or at Mandalay Bay. They'd have 2 sinks. But otherwise, you're going to have like a nice quality bathroom with 1 sink and a nice shower. I mean, pretty much anywhere you go anymore, it has a nice shower.
Right.
The Park is just so conveniently located. You have an indoor walkway to get you to Aria. You're right across the street from basically all of the main shoppings, from CVS, Target, Walgreens too, I think.
God, that would be so much. I mean, it would just be fun to just like, obviously, just to move anywhere would be super awesome. You know, I've never, as an adult, on my own, you know, like, you know, my own, you know, lived outside of Chicago as an adult. So it's kind of like, because that's the problem with Chicago, you know, it's like the handcuffs, because it's the greatest city in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's not even like you, like me, who I lived in different cities.
Right, that's why I envy that. I envy that.
City.
I know, I wish I had, I mean, granted, I did as a kid live in other countries and other cities, but it's like, man, that's awesome to have actually been from somewhere, like, cool in its own way, you know what I mean? And then go move to the city. I mean, that's like, that's ideal. Like, that's like the coolest thing, being from like a small place and then going to the big city, because then you appreciate it more, and you know, you have something to really contrast it with, and it's just like, man, that's just like, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Well done there, small town Cadillac girl.
Well, it's good that you got to experience like just a ton of Michigan for us.
Yeah.
Like being together and going to all these Michigander places.
Yeah, that is cool.
I mean, you've been to some places in Michigan that plenty of Michiganders have not even been to, like especially Detroit area people. Like may never have been to Mackinac, may never have been to like, you know, up further in like West Coast Michigan.
Yeah. So what are some like places of note have been? All right, so obviously Grand Rapids and all that kind of stuff within Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids and the whole surrounding area,
And the kids cross races at different places, and riding the Merrill trails and Saugatuck, Mackinac, anytime.
Took the ferry from Mackinac City over to
Right.
We rode our bicycles around Mackinac Island.
You know, the horse buggy with that old ancient horse. Oh, Dolly or whatever the horse's name
I'll
was.
say Sally.
Sally, I like Sally, you're right.
Sally. Dolly could be right though.
I like Sally.
And then you've been to actually downtown Detroit. You've been to Detroit.
And we stayed at the casinos, and we've been on the field to do the big flags. I've been out there in different capacities.
Yeah, I've been in
Multiple
Ford Field.
times. Ford
You've been
Field, been on Ford
Comerica
Field. Yeah, Comerica Park on the field there too. And right.
Been to Ann Arbor.
Yeah, and on the field at the big house, which was like the lamest, just the lamest, too tight to sit in there. It's a small little place, and it fits the most people.
Place.
It's like you had to line up outside. We were on the sidelines with the players. It was crazy. Like even even season ticket holders, is this something like, nah, I just like walk over there to pregame and then walk home, like, nah, just watch it and be more comfortable on the couch.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Like with some of our volunteers, like, holy cow, man. There's some people that would lose their shit to have your tickets.
We've been to a bunch of places right across the border, like Sawyer and New Buffalo.
Oh yeah, even stayed overnight in Sawyer.
Where did we stay? Just like last summer. Oh, where that Waterville or Watertown Brewery is. I can't remember. I don't think it was St. Joe. Maybe.
I don't remember. And we've officially camped in Michigan, right? Right across Saugatuck. And then ended up with like a Mackinac. Sorry. Ended up with a 5-room cabin or something because that's all they had. I'm like, we'll take it. Just charge us anything. We can't be in the rain.
2 separate rooms and the main
I
room,
haven't given up on that
and
yet.
a small room with bunk beds.
Well, I haven't given up on camping. You know, I'm not done with camping yet because I really do think it'd be fun and just goofy to do the glamping as much as possible. Like if we did go, I do want to go to that fest one more time, the one that was wickedly hot, Bonnaroo, and I want to really just like responsibly set up, like, you know, get a generator that will return later, you know, from Costco or something. Just get it, you know, like a pimpin' one, and then just return it when we're done using it. You know, as horrible as that is, but we've been good at not doing that kind of thing. And, you know, or just buy one used and then like sell it before we even use it, like to someone out there, like, yeah, pick it up at the Bonnaroo. I bought it just for Bonnaroo. You know, one day we tried and worked, and just tell them the straight deal.
Yeah.
And just sell it for what we bought, you know, just something like that. So we have air conditioning. So that's like taken care of. You can go in there with generators and everything else. So we have air conditioning. And then we have tents, you know, we have at least a couple tents, you know, and I know we have like at least one normal good tent that we could stand in. You know, we could get a carport to, you know, whatever. I don't know. You know, we got to do something like and glamp it up. You know, where I have electricity. You know, we're gonna have power for air conditioning and TVs and whatever we want.
I mean, it
all the
really,
time.
it's like during the nighttime it was fine as far as temperature is concerned, but it was like I need some sort of like either super cushion or some sort of slightly raised cot situation. I can't sleep on the ground anymore. I just, like, I'm not gonna sleep on the ground. unless
Right, of
there's
course not. Of course
something
not.
comfortable.
We're not savages.
And then the only way that we can sleep together is if you have your CPAP on.
All right, yeah.
Other than that, it's fine, you know, like you can deal with it, eat whatever. So it's like I was, you know, caught a cold towards the end of that trip. And that's what made it kind of miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, not being able to shower very often, that wasn't the greatest.
Right. And then that'll be another thing. We'll have the little, you know, it depends on what we rent to go there. That's the thing. We would have to rent like an SUV that, you know, or something that could hold, like, we can't go in a little car. We'd almost have to get something bigger because we're going to pack that thing, you know what I mean? Like,
And I wouldn't be
or even a pickup truck.
adverse to flying into Nashville and then renting a car from there.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, because it's like most of the drive down there is just boring. It's like this.
No, but I'm saying if we're doing the whole glamping thing,
Oh yeah, that's
you know
right.
what I mean?
Then we have all our
Yeah. If
stuff.
we're doing the glamping thing. But I want to give that one shot, you know? It just seems like fun to set up and do, you know? I don't know. And just, so we need like a bigger vehicle. Or really just like, God, just borrow the thing from Sal, that little, you know, pop-up thingy, you know, and that'd be good enough because then that's going to be air conditioning and then you have places to sleep, you know.
Do they allow those kind of?
Huh?
Do they allow that kind of?
That's a good question. I guess I never thought of it.
Or is it just like?
I wonder if they say no campers, you got to get a special section for your camper maybe, and that would be...
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like when we were in the traffic going there if we saw any campers.
Even though obviously, reasonably, that takes up less space than a car and a tent, you know, one of those little campers.
Keep right
feels.
Right at the fork to continue on I-196 north.
I know it does help. I mean, it gives me some relief that, okay, work-wise, yeah, it'd be, remote. You could just,
Continue on I-196 north for 56 miles.
then that would really be like, okay, get a job that's fully remote. It could be based out of anywhere, and I should start looking at jobs based out of like San Francisco or something. But anywhere like that just pays higher, and just get a what I consider a well-paying job here, but then no income tax. We moved and you're still fully remote, and moved to Las Vegas, and not pay income tax. Like, are you kidding me? That's like state income tax, right?
It's not
Sorry.
that much of a big deal.
I know, but it's still thousands in the end.
Yeah.
It's still like there's your flights to Chicago. By not paying state income tax.
Yeah, it's like
Because we'd be flying in as whenever the heck we wanted.
California would be pretty awesome. But
Yeah,
it's
we'd be in
just
Cali a lot.
So expensive. Man.
But if we moved to Vegas, I mean, it is what it is. Like, didn't make it to be someone with a lot of money. Is what it is. But go to Vegas and be able to drive and fly over there, take the train over there at will, and have places to crash, in beautiful Burbank. Man, come on. Yip's little house in the back, if he's still there. Nora's obviously my mom, you know what I mean? Like, and see what hotel rentals are too, you know what I mean? Like, just worth. Especially we could plan it when Nora's doing something, so like there's not in everyone's way, you know what I mean? My mom has like company. Man, now it's like, we're looking at those nice new construction places in Vegas, before we got to, what were we ever thinking? And we're like, I can't believe we're thinking of moving here. Now it's like, I'm like, man, I wish we got that, because that was pretty cool.
Those were still those were proper real houses. They weren't just like.
No, I know. There were like fancy indoor, outdoor, crazy houses. And I kind of thought, I felt it was overpriced just because I'm like, I don't know. I just felt it was overpriced, like, in the 400s or whatever. I'm like, Vegas, come on. I mean.
They were 4-bedroom, like 2.5 baths.
Yeah, but location to me is just so much more. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you're building. I don't know. But yeah, now it's like super sweet. I would love to live there. Would love to live there. I mean, that place was really cool. It had some cool personality. I mean, God, we make sure to get like every musician in the little neighborhood area. They're like, all right, we're doing the band, we're playing the gazebo. Doing the Zamboni every year for the so-and-so fest, which hopefully they have there for the so-and-so area. Or we get a place in City Center on the Strip.
I don't know. I feel like there's got to be some in between where you're not like City Center.
No, it must be on the Strip or a mansion.
No.
Or an indoor-outdoor mansion.
I got an indoor-outdoor mansion, and I don't know if City Center would really be enough room. Plus, to be honestly, as much as I love Vegas, I don't know if I'd want to deal with like walking on the Strip, tourist-wise, and having
All the time, yeah, just to go places.
constantly, like you need to go to CVS. It's like, do you walk through the tourists, or like certain places where you need to go to the grocery store, and then you definitely have to drive and go to the grocery store, and then you just be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So many stupid tourists. Traffic just around there. I mean, I know this was different because they were still changing things after the race. But even the time we went before the race, it's just traffic around there lately is just brutal.
Yeah. Man, there's money to be made there. Man, there's money to be made there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does seem like a good gig.
And nice knowing that there's that, like, essentially guaranteed beer man work. I mean, that's crazy. you know? That's like,
Well,
you
we
know.
need to, like, that's why the next trip in February, need to work one of those and just see, and, you know, obviously you're not going to be able to judge everything based off of one concert.
Right.
But you just need to see how the vibe is and see what it's like.
Yeah. I think by then I'll have a little better feel, like, because, you know, how many talking to people there that are there all the time, because, you know, every stadium, they're mostly consist of locals, you know.
Which makes sense, of course.
And it's like, though, I mean, the Indiana one we just worked, I am not sure, but maybe it was like split seats, but there was hardly anyone there. I'm like, wait a minute, they had a shortage of people that wanted to work that dome stadium game because people wanted to get more money at Detroit and in Columbus, like the hardcores. But hey, I know that they were very, you know, like the lady that was like running things, you know, and she was checking up. She was like, hey, how's you doing? You know, because, and when I wanted to sell, I'm like, oh, I could use like, you know, maybe 8 more cases of Michelob Light. No, you can't. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I go, I'm here. I want to say challenge accepted, but this is your place, so you know better. And, you know, it's like, and then sure enough. So 4,000 when the cans came out, when the bottles came out to less than $10 each. Like, that's 400 beers. That's insane. 400 divided by 12. I used to be able to math the crap out of that. So like 12 times 8 is 96. I know that. So just knock off 16, 300 and like 84 cases, like, or what, 38 and a half cases of whatever, you know, words. A lot of cases. A lot more than you. Granted, you know, it's like a small percentage, and hopefully they did all their mathenings right and everything. You got to trust a lot of people to do things right there.
Well, that seems to be the case with all those things. You got to trust that people are.
I definitely showered her with tips, so more than anyone else. I was like, all right, for winning the cart, because then if I go there and I keep winning the cart, you know, they're not doing some random draw, you know, they're picking who gets it. So I did what I could, establishing, giving her all that tip money, and it was like, hey, you know, and being the usual, wait in the back of line, be quiet, like not even get in line. Like when everyone was there at the end, I'm like, it's okay, just stand back here and just like not, no hurry, blah blah blah, just be the perfect employee. Because, you know, the ones that are always doing it, they're taking things for granted, and they're like, you know, oh, I need this, you know, extra 20 minutes in my life, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, well, I got to drive back to another state, you know, it's like whatever, you know, at this point, you know, another half hour of waiting and just making sure everything's fine, and plus knowing how much I sold, and I don't want any haters. I mean, because dang, I almost feel like it's even more money. Like, man, it's too bad the commission's so low on that, but I don't know, my back, that's funny. My back is hurting. It's just kind of weird. I think it's like, I don't know what it was. The standing in the slight leading. Oh, I don't know what it could be. I don't know. The standing in one spot, maybe. I think it was the standing in one spot. I mean, I could walk that entire time and not feel anything the next day. But man, that standing, that's weird. Standing in one spot does not do me. That does not suit me well.
Yeah.
Like walking that much time, I don't feel anything. Weird. Like even right now as you speak, you're like, oh.
Because you weren't pushing that cart anymore.
No,
you were just standing.
Just only one time to go fill it back up, and when I just caught the perfect kind of lull, and it happened to be running out exactly of like everything up. Man, it was just so nice. But yeah, it didn't, you know, unless I did some over anxious pulling of the thing myself, even though it wasn't hard, that my back might have been like, yeah, even though you don't notice it's hard, maybe it's hard. I think I might have that problem, you know, where it's like, where I'm like, but I'm pulling, there's no problem. I mean, like, it's something that where it's normally 2 guys that go up the ramp, you know, you can tell, and I was just, yeah, but I didn't really, yeah, I don't know, I don't think it's that, though. I mean, I would imagine it at least would have strained, but, I don't know, because this thing was full. I'm talking, it was like, you know, size of a Mini Cooper, but skinnier. Not that big, but you know what I mean.
You sent me the pictures of it.
Yeah.
It's really sizable.
And There was a lot of beer, man. Those were flying, and multiple people were like, "Man, you got the best spot here. You're cleaning up." And I'm like, "Yeah, we'll see." And it was the best spot to just stay in all day. I'm like, because then if you go up front, those two guys, I know what they're doing. Like right when you walk in, yeah, that's good. But then where do they go afterwards? You know, now once the game starts, where are they?
And they
You
gotta find a
know?
new spot, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, where do they go after that? So I'm like, I don't know. Are they actually pushing that damn thing around the stadium? Which I think is like the expectation, you know, like that you're allowed to, maybe that's like the, like where I just stayed right there near a spot and bam, sold $4,000 worth of beer at like 40% cheaper than the Soldier Field. Jesus, man, that's crazy. That'd be like selling like almost $6,000 worth of beer at Soldier Field, like for quantity over quantity. I'm telling you, man, those people, man, that's crazy.
So, did you sign up and did you get something for Vegas?
I think I did, yeah. I don't know if I got it, but I know I signed up for that they were in Vegas. Hopefully.
I think you were sitting outside right at T-Mobile and you were signing up for it, and then it wouldn't allow you to sign up for 2 days in a row.
Right. Which it'll be like basically sign up for the first day, and then just go, hey, I'm coming back tomorrow, and then they'll see you.
The other day is when we're doing the 10K.
Okay, so there's I could only do 1 day anyways, wasn't
I
it?
think that's
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I'm I know it's like labor work or what it is, you know what I mean? It's selling beer, it's like a blue collar thing, but I don't know. I mean, you still get to be at sporting events, you know. Like, my whole life I've had gigs where it's like, at least I'm like in proximity of, like things where history happens, in a way, and like.
Well, it might have actually been, no, maybe I'm wrong. Now I'm thinking about this more. I think it was Bad Bunny, and he was playing 2 nights in a row, and I think you might have been able to work because it was like, I want to say he was working Friday, his show was Friday and Saturday, and then I think that the 10K is on Sunday, because there's the 10 and then there's the half. I don't remember when the half marathon, which day of the week it is.
Right.
Because if the 10 is on Sunday, if they allow you to work Saturday in addition to Friday.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm gonna find out.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome because, I know I like to keep saying like, a few $100 more, but even though the whole time hoping it's more like Indiana.
I mean, yes,
Yeah, where it was,
but
I know.
there's no real way of knowing.
But man, if I sold that much from that cart, I'm sure like walking vendors were killing it, man. They better have been.
See, it makes me wonder for Vegas, because it's Vegas, and because T-Mobile is right in the middle of walking area, like why, if people are smart and want to be cheaper, they would just liquor up before they go, into the venue, and then not spend as much money inside the venue.
Wonder. I'll have to see. But just to be in Vegas with people that are in Vegas, that are there and you know what I mean? That's a cool, a good vibe. It's not going to be like all just like locals somewhere else or just locals, bunch of, asshole like bear fans, even though I'm one of them, but not that all Bears fans are assholes, but you know what I mean. It's just like, I'm if I had a choice of working in like Detroit over, working at the Lions over at Soldier Field, I think it's an easy thing. I would pick, never having like worked Detroit, I'd like Detroit. Just because of the indoorsness and like, because Michiganders just can't stop drinking beer apparently. Apparently a bottomless well of beer space.
Yeah, I do feel like it's hard to compare your indie.
Yeah, I can't compare to anything.
Other things.
Because we had a shortage of
It
vendors.
was a Saturday.
Yeah, and we had a shortage.
NFL on a Saturday. That is super rare.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, non-playoff game on Saturday. Like, it was. Oof, thank God I worked that thing, man. Man, in Vegas, just to be able. What's funny because I'm still gonna like obviously go adulty job, but there's no way I could leave being a vendor. It'll be like to the point where you'll be like, can we do something tonight? I'll be like, yes, or since there's no game or anything, because no way I'm gonna leave that on the table, even if with the full-time job. Like, I gotta go, I gotta do it. Like just go to the game, go to every game, or get season tickets. Let's go. I'll be there. I'll walk by you all. I'll tell everyone, hey, this is where my girls' season tickets are, and like this is my section, if you don't mind. I just gotta basically lounge back and forth up the stairs and just work these 5 rows, and there always be an eye shot of my girl. And watch the game when it gets close to and there's like a power play, or in red zone for football. Power play, let's go. Go right over, watch the whole thing. Like,
I'm gonna start looking, because if there's something else going on when we're there in Vegas besides, because the only thing you have is T-Mobile, right? Not the other like million venues that exist.
No, just T-Mobile. It's where the Raiders play at Allegiant.
So maybe there wasn't anything at Allegiant when we were going to be there in February.
What's that? Oh, you're talking about what's available to me on our trip?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't remember. I think it was just T-Mobile. I think it's.
Because I didn't remember anything on that whole list, even for the other times for this last trip being at Allegiant. I didn't remember any Allegiant things.
Yeah, I got T-Mobile, Allegiant. I'm pretty sure. No, maybe I'm wrong. I could have swore. Like, maybe I'm. Because I know there was multiple venues besides the NASCAR one, because there's that NASCAR track outside of Vegas. They have that, and they have T-Mobile, and what was another thing they had? I thought there just seemed to be like a lot of stuff. Hey, maybe I'm wrong.
Mandalay Bay, there's a venue at MGM.
And that's another thing, just other places have vendors, like that place at Pho, where we saw, and they were pantsed up.
That's right.
And it was fancy pants, man. It was like.
I feel like that might be harder to get.
That would be harder to get, I think, because they might be like casino employees only, because like our waiter was like, maybe our waitress was, they're just, I don't know, very professional and attractive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We were in the baller seat.
We were in the baller seat, that's true.
So those people expect faster, better service.
Yeah, that was, and they didn't appreciate my moshing of my aisle. Yeah, it was hilarious. Good to know for next time. It's alright, young ones. Yeah, I mean, there would be just in the vending work alone would be, and then that mean I'd have to stay in shape, work out for the vending job, so I could not be sore. Like,
you should look, I don't know, look right now and see on your phone if you can see. I swear that Allegiant was not on there.
That's alright, I'll look later on. If it's not on there, then bonus, there'd be even more stuff over there then, because then I'll see how to be a vendor at Allegiant also, whatever company that is, and get on with them and get on with them and be like, let's go. I'll even like, here you go, you want to see an application, here's my totals, because I kept all my little pink slips, so I give all my totals and I show the increment of my total, like like, here you go, like this is what I'm doing it now. I came here to work.
You need to like ASAP check because
Oh shit!
Bulls
Yeah.
are going on right now,
Oh
and it's like
God,
football's over, you
man!
got 2
I know,
games.
I
That's
know. Well, I mean, I applied for their, for United Center. Hopefully I gotta text that dude and see if he could do something to get me in there, because that would be, oh my God, I can't believe how easy they have it there. Sounds like it'd be hard to.
Text him right now.
Yeah, there'd be just vending work would be, that alone would be like, okay, it's good to know I'm at least getting, I'm doing my thing where I do the 6 figures just from vending, I would think, gross. I would assume if I'm working like an average of 3 things a week.
Yeah, we should have
I would
looked
assume.
at like Ticketmaster just to see like right now in the next like 6 months, just in a general idea what things are happening in Vegas.
Yeah.
Just, like, whatever.
F1, man. F1. Can you imagine? Holy crap, man. F1, working that would probably be good. And there's also, I could still audition for stuff and like just be long drives to LA, but now everything seems to be so remote auditioning wise, you know what I mean? Everything seems to be a self-tape, but hey, they want an in-person, like even better. Like, I miss the in-person, because like my self-tapes are pretty much one-shots, by the time I get around to doing it, I'm like, yeah, it's fine, it's like, might as well do that live instead of like record it, where people with half a brain would be doing like 50 of them and spending like an hour picking the best one. But with that kind of patience. That would be awesome. Plus, we got it cool just to be like, hey, I auditioned for something in LA, Be like all old school Hollywood-y. I'm gonna be a star. Look at me.